taking on the Jazz. For the Houston Rockets, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. D8. Whatever works, David. Thanks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for Houston, we've got Wood. Wall out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Gordon in at the 3. And Gobert kicks to Conley. There's the pass to Mitchell. Over McLemore. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Gordon, the pass to Wall. And he lays it straight in. Wall's got the opening bucket of the night here for Houston. These are two rugged teams, Doris. Rugged teams. Battle-hardened, tested, scrappy. This will be fun.
This will be fun, and we know one thing, Kevin. The execution is going to be there. There's a number of players tonight who've proven themselves capable when the game is hanging in the balance. Both teams run great stuff. I can't wait to see the action.
I can't either.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. He kicks to Gordon. That shot missing. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Outside Bogdanovich. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovic, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovic said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
O'Neal against Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Accelerating to the rim, Wall can get there in the blink of an eye.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Conley. Over Wall. Gobert trying to get open. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Took him no time at all on that one. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Mitchell. Fires from 14. And too long on the shot.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
McLemore with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Wall finds Olynyk. Pass to McLemore. 5 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McLemore's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The pass to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. Wall against Conley. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell outside. Over McLemore.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got his third basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Gobert, the pass to Conley. Now Bogdanovich, covered by Wall. O'Neal against Gordon. O'Neal misses. Rockets leading by 5. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Here's McLemore. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Mitchell. Can't hit that one. And the Rockets take it the other way.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
O'Neal passes to Conley. Bogdanovich with it. Mitchell looking it over. They get it back. Gobert. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
Here's McLemore. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And that's now 9 points for Ben McLemore.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And so it's Houston with it. They have a 9-point lead. Second shot opportunity.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Left side, Gordon. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
They double him with Mitchell. Pass to Olynyk. And here's Wall outside. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. Jazz trail by 14. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Boy, guys, you think about it. A very respectable 50 wins for the Jazz last year. That's a 5 seed in the absolute brutal West. But now what do you think? The playoffs, when it counts the most, you bowed out 5 games to the Houston Rockets.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Olynyk. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz on D, down by 12. Now Wall. He's got 6.
Get through.
Passes it to McLemore. 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Mitchell with it. Pass to Gobert. He feeds it to Bogdanovich, and it's blocked. Now here's McLemore. He's got 11, and it's good for 2. McLemore's got 13. And the Jazz front office said, we have a very good team, but we don't have a great team. So with that in mind, Doris, how do they get there?
Well, I think, Kevin, obviously you begin with Donovan Mitchell, who had experienced some growing pains in year 2. You have to adjust to having that bullseye on your back.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Lets the 3 fly. Traps in the tray. He has 5.
Boy, Bogdanovich with the distance delivery. How about that effortless shooting motion?
And Wall kicks to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Here's McLemore. 13 points in the game. Stolen by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Mitchell against Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Here's Wall, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Now, sometimes that's the best you can hope for with Wall inside. Send him to the charity stripe.
And glad to see John Wall back out there after fighting back from his Achilles injury he suffered in early 2019.
And obviously, Kevin, an Achilles injury is very worrisome for any athlete, but particularly one like John Wall, whose speed is a major part of his game. But boy, he looks good out there, and you hope he avoids any more injuries the rest of his career.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. You hear these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
1:43 left here in the opening quarter.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
To the middle. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by O'Neal. Bogdanovich has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Utah. And there's the pass to McLemore. And McLemore slams it in.
Boy, the court vision, the intelligence that John Wall is putting on display. This is great stuff.
Clarkson against Wall. Mitchell right side. Back to Clarkson. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Rockets leading by 10. Kicks to Tucker. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Clarkson against Wall. Pass to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Clarkson. Cans it from downtown.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Wall looking for an opening. Gobert against Gordon. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
Mitchell outside. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And here's Wall. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Boy, the lateral quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a solid defender.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got P.J. Tucker, Rivers out there with Wall, then it's Trevor Ariza, and it's House in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. O'Neal hits them both. Now Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, took it aggressively right at the defense, and it pays off. Wall making it happen as usual.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for John Wall.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
And so Wall nails both of them. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract break comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
Passes it to Rivers. Now Tucker. Rivers surveying the D. Lock at 6. Tipped away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jazz trail by 7. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now, Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
The free throw drops for Mitchell. And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
Knocked away. 5 to shoot. Wall against Clarkson. Wall, no luck. Jazz trail by 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Mitchell outside. And the Jazz, another 3.
How about a nice bounce to his step from Donovan Mitchell? Get in the catch and shoot game, sir.
Ball passes to House. Ariza outside. Down low. Here's Wall. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Donovan Mitchell has got the size and the skill to score over the bigs on the interior. That's easy work for this young man.
Timeout called. The Rockets occupying that instant offense role, Doris. Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
About 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Wall against Mitchell. Shot from 12, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Clarkson passes to Mitchell, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot from 12, and Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Ariza. And it's a 6-point Rocket lead. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, to the paint, here's Mitchell. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Mitchell's got 15 points. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as many as 14 points. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one.
What a play by Wall. It's going to take more than that to slow him down.
Houston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Mike Conley's checked in for Utah.
One shot.
And that one falls for John Wall. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Rockets leading by 7. Here's House. Cans the shot from the wing. House has got his first points in this one.
Well, quality floor recognition from Trevor Ariza. If a teammate is open, I promise you he will deliver.
Outside Conley. Pass to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Another shot. Gobert dishes to Ingles and stolen by Ariza. Feeds it to Rivers and finished off by Rivers.
There is a sneaky athleticism when you're talking Austin Rivers. He goes to the cup with authority.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Inside, Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Wall, that's good.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Clarkson taking his time here. Clarkson chipped back in for 2. Clarkson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, big-time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Conley against Wall. Conley kicks to O'Neal. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Ingles can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Clarkson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
First one falls for him.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Back to Wall. Over Conley. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Takes the 13-footer. Goes back up. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Wall against Ingles. Outside, Wall. The pass to Olynyk. Over Conley. Olynyk can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
O'Neal passes to Conley. The floater, and he lays it up and in.
Gotta admire how clever Conley is. Gifted at catching the defense off guard with that soft floater.
Conley against Wall. Over Conley. Wall, no luck.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
And the first one drops. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen.
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Eric Gordon on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Rivers dishes to Tucker. Up and in on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 7.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. He scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz trail by 5. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Outside Gordon for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. O'Neal kicks to Conley. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. that one on Olynyk.
Now, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
And Doris, Rudy Gobert has come a long way as a finisher.
No doubt, Kevin. He has led the league in field goal percentage, and they have worked so hard to get his balance and strength correct. This guy is becoming more and more dangerous as a scorer.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first.
Well, at 7'1", Rudy Gobert has become known as the Stifle Tower, and this guy's starting to excel and get a bigger role on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Wood, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and McLemore subbed in for Danuel House. And he can't hit the second. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They've led by as many as 14 points. He kicks it to Rivers. Now here's McLemore. He's guarded closely. Pass to Wood. 6 to shoot. Here's Gordon. Gordon with another miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Clarkson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Clarkson's got 18 points in the game.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Rivers finds Gordon. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Six on the shot clock. Olynyk in the corner. From outside the arc.
Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to him.
And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Gobert trying to get open, buries it down low. And now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Rivers against Conley. Rivers passes to Olynyk. That one's off, still out of sync.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Conley up again, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
Boy, what a game. A dominant game from the big man. Rudy Gobert is a force right now in the middle.
Gordon against Clarkson. Goes up to the stripe. Almost, but it rolls out.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Conley. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by McLemore. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Rivers. The stupendous finish in traffic. Rivers has got 8 points in the quarter.
There is a determination that Austin Rivers brings on dribble drives. He will not fear contact. Believe that.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks a lot. John, looks like you're really in attack mode, getting into the paint to get your teammates open.
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. That's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a team, myself player. I want to be a team player, and they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open, and I got to just keep finding them and making shots.
Take what the defense gives you. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. and I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a rough ride in the first quarter for Utah. As hard as they tried to compete, they just could not keep pace early and ended the period facing a deficit of 9 points. Their second quarter, however, was a monumental improvement. Nothing could stop them. They strung together basket after basket and lead by 3 now at the half. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you, and the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Olynyk against Bogdanovich. At the top of the key, Gobert. Mitchell is double. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. The Rockets trail. Outside, Wall. Here's Wood. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, the playmaking ability of John Wall on display. So explosive. What a pretty pass.
Conley finds Bogdanovich. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Wall against, and now Utah, fast break. Mitchell with it, now defended by McLemore.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive, nice.
Wall against Conley. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by the Jazz. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mitchell in the corner. Launches a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got 20.
Boy, the scary potential of Donovan Mitchell overall as a scorer, if it's a consistent three-point shot in his arsenal, forget about it, guys.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. 80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Conley against Wall. And that one drops. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
Conley against Wall. Conley into the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game, to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
He hits both from the stripe. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And the pass to Wood. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist here tonight. And Utah has possession. 6-point game. Pass to Gobert. Wall against Conley. Passes to Bogdanovic. Gobert trying to get open. Bogdanovic, no luck. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Wall, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Now, this guy lives at the free throw line. John Wall averages about 5 free throws a game over his entire career.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. That free throw missing.
From the moment he stepped into the NBA from the University of Kentucky, John Wall has been hungry and motivated to prove he belongs listed with the top players in the game.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And he sinks the second. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Conley dishes to Mitchell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Ingles against Gordon. Bogdanovic passes to Ingles. Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles, he's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
First free throw is good. And one of those glue guys, Joe Ingles. Doris, talk about what he's brought to the table.
Oh, he brings so much to the table. Joe is an excellent shooter and passer. Mentally, he's got a great IQ. He's a leader, a communicator. And I'll say this to you, on the defensive end, they typically give him a very tough guard.
The Rockets making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Wall against Conley. Pass to Wood. Kicks to Ariza. Just 5 to shoot. Olynyk the pass to Wood. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wood's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley. And that's now 17 points for Rudy Gobert. Here's Wall. Bogdanovic grabs the miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Guys, you can tell Donovan Mitchell can wear down a defense. He's cooking right now.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovic has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and Damari Carroll subbed in for Wood. Ed Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. Mudiay against Wall. He's all alone. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Rockets trail by 11. Ariza outside. The pass to McLemore. That's tipped. Bogdanovic with it. Now defended by McLemore. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Mitchell, understanding that length and athleticism, serves him well on the defensive end. Nicely done.
For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Wall against Mudiay. Another miss by Houston.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Mitchell is double. Down low. Here's Davis. Again, the Jazz score.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
Ariza outside. Back to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tucker keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Carroll's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, this guy loves the phrase, quote, hard work is a talent, and you can see Damari Carroll's work on the glass there.
Mudiay kicks to Mitchell. The shot from the low post is good. Mitchell's got 30.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the shot is good. 31 points for John Wall.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Mudiay dishes to Mitchell. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. They get it back. Davis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 15. And Wall kicks to Ariza. Mudiay against Wall. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good from Carroll in deep. Carroll's got his second basket of the night.
Well, this score is all about Damari Carroll getting himself good post position. If you allow him that deep, turn the lights out, Kevin.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And for Houston, they're shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Mudiay against Wall. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound, Utah.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Kevin, very hard to stop Bogdanovic. He's excellent at keeping his follow-through despite taking the contact.
One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Well, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him Shirt Off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Daniel House has checked in for Trevor Ariza. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovich may be one of the most underrated players in this league. This guy understands his role and plays it well.
They double him with Mitchell. Here's Tucker. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really, right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Rockets trail by 20. All with it. He kicks to Tucker. Looking to end the run. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Moutier looking around.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
First free throw is good. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
Here's Wall, and the shot goes in. Wall's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's an agile finish right there. Wall finding the angle despite the tough defense.
Moutier pass to Mitchell. Davis on the follow. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. The feed to Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's 36 points for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Wall with the ball for Houston. The 10-footer. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Takes the 13-footer, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
House kicks to Wall. 1:36 left to play in the third. Tucker with the ball, picked up by Davis. A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got 35 in the game.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Moutier against Wall. Now here's Moutier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Ingles. Clock at 6. Back to Moutier. Over to Wall. They get it again with 1 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Here's House. And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. And he finishes nicely on the layup. That's 7 points for Eric Gordon.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
To the middle, here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Rivers passes to Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
First trip to the line for him here.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Gordon. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Here's Rivers. No good on the last second attempt there. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Wood, and it's House in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Stolen by Gordon. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And he banks in the layup.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
To the inside, Mitchell.
Lady, grab that board, Gobert.
And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovic. Yep, it counts.
Well, Bogdanovic looking so comfortable close to the rim, just extends past the defense beautifully.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Conley against Rivers, down low, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. He feeds it to Bogdanovic. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Gordon against Mitchell. Here's Wood. His three-pointers off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Passes it to House. Feeds it to Olynyk. Fades away. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Pass to Clarkson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
Conley against Rivers. Now the pass to House. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Pass to Conley. Finished off the break.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rivers against Conley. Here's the floater. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How do you guard against that? I mean, Rivers showing the mastery on the teardrop floater.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Clemens, covered by Conley, and the call will be against George Niang. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Rivers. Lets it go with a three. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6 man for the rest of his career.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and the dunk by Chandler.
You know, defensively, you have to contract to take away the over-the-top lob to Chandler.
Now here is Conley. Tight defense on him. Pass to Williams-Goss. The floater, and Conley lays it in. Conley's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he knocks down the first one. McLemore's checked in for Houston. Good on both. The Jazz have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Here's Williams-Goss, guarded by McLemore. Bradley can't get it to fall. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ariza has the open look. Here's Green, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Green's got his first basket of the night. Here's Conley. Now the feed to Bradley. The pass to Williams-Goss. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup. Williams-Goss has got 4 points this quarter.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Clemens, covered by Conley. Here's Ariza. Doesn't go that time. Bradley with some nice D. Here's Williams-Goss. At the elbow, it's Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. With a floater, and Chandler sends it back. Here's Clemens, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, this guy is known as a glue guy, but Trevor Ariza plays his role perfectly no matter where he is. That's a pretty pass.
Here's Conley, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
You know, you look at what a guy like Trevor Ariza can provide on the backside of his career. The numbers don't tell the story. This guy is a consummate professional.
Here's Clemens. Makes it off the glass.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Utah shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Nice ball movement by Utah. Bradley kicks to Conley. The shot will not fall. Rockets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. Over Conley. And that one hits back iron. And Doris, you know with Ariza, at this point, it's really about the intangibles.
Well, Kevin, you know that Ariza's going to bring it on the defensive end night in and night out. He's going to make his open shots, but the leadership, the energy, he is a former champion, and you love having that on your side.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Davis against Gordon. Here's Williams-Goss. 4 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Niang. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Here's Gordon. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 14 points for Eric Gordon.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bradley dishes to Moutier. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here's McLemore over to the left wing. Outside, Wall fires for 3. He can't get it to go.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Moutier. Wall with a block.
Twice on the pipes, the anticipation, the athleticism. Terrific job by Wall rejecting that attempt.
Fires the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Niang. Here's Bradley. And the layup's good off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Williams-Goss, the pass to Moutier. Outside Bradley. Pass to Niang. Here's Moutier. Count it. Good.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And
what a dunk!
Look out below! Wow. This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim, Wall finishing with style.
pass to Bradley. Aston Niang. And here's Moutier. Shoots the three. Rockets with the rebound. Woods got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Gordon. Here's McLemore, and it's blocked by Bradley. Here's Williams-Goss. Left side, Davis. It's tipped.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Utah.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
And Wall kicks to Gordon. Inside, here's Tucker, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
The pass to Bradley. Moutier against Wall. Moutier dishes to Bradley. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And so here is Houston. Here's Clemens, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Here's Williams-Goss. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail.
All right, David, thank you.